Hello, YouTubers. This is the GPD Win Max, and I guess this is my thoughts on it, part 3, I guess. So I had to redo the video like twice because I need to get straight to the point. Okay. So here's my thoughts on it. Being with it for about a week. So number one, people keep saying it's a Switch replacement. I'm seeing that, reading posts about it and everything. It's not no Switch replacement. Now, if you really want to get down with the term replacement, Nintendo Switch $300. Okay, and this is in general. This is not right now. I'm just speaking in general. A memory card near this. There's a 512 gigabyte card that I actually have on my phone that I actually got from my Switch like a year ago. I stopped using it, and it's great for the phone, but it worked for the Switch too. And that was like $150 or $179 around the holiday time. But I know they put it down to $100, so that's $400 right there. Then you got to get every game that you want that you cannot play on here. So what I mean by that is, there's games on the PC that you can play, and if you're smart enough, you don't have to spend much or don't have to spend none at all. But the reason why I say it's not a Switch replacement is because the Switch is cheaper. Nintendo's actually doing deals, great deals and stuff like that at the store. You can really play your cards right. You can get a cheap Switch. I know this, because of the Switch shortage, but I have to tell you, there's been times I got a Switch cheap, and everything was cool. So I'm just, the price really does kind of disturb me on this. I think they could have at least said at least $600. And also, it's not a retail store like Sony, and not like a main franchise like Sony or Nintendo that you can put your trust into. You're buying it off of IGG if you're a backer. And on top of that, they have their website, which when you click on it to buy, it goes to the website, and then they go to AliExpress. And this stuff takes weeks, probably months to ship. That's irritating. Then the response they give you to help you find out where's your device and everything, they really don't help you. That's irritating. So they do help you get your money back, I tell you that. So the customer service is kind of up and down. I give it a 7. But the fact that $779, $885 after that, and then they're selling it still on AliExpress, and it's $1,000, I think. It's like $1,000, and you can get it upgraded to a terabyte. But it's like, damn, all that money, you could actually get a gaming laptop, with a NVIDIA 4 gig GPU. The main reason why I fell in love with GPD, the Win series, I never got the Android series. The Win series was because I always wanted to play my old school games and new school games on it. And then I thought they were actually, seeing the videos, it was actually going to work. And some of it's not like that. I just learned that sometimes you got to be careful watching videos online. You got to see proof. And the one thing that's bothering me right now is the Batman Arkham Knight game that GPD put up, and that is not playing fully. Like I said, I had the Batman tweak. I did everything. Window, borderless, everything, low settings, everything. My GPD, I undervolted everything. It's not working, and that makes sense because that game is one of those games that was having issues in the first place. It's a high maintenance game. You need a big ass card for that. So for them to do that really disappoint me, and that's why I was one of those people that fell in love with GPD. It was like, oh man, you can play GameCube without no issues on the first Win. Dude, I had issues. I mean, it was around 40 to 50 frames per second, blowing hot, And you know, it's uncomfortable if you don't want to do that. You don't want to buy a device that you got to go and do multiple things just to play a game, and you don't even have to do for your PlayStation or for your Xbox, for the Switch. You know, you shouldn't have to spend so much money, and then you got to tweak stuff and go into settings and the BIOS to tweak it or undervolt it and all that. Like, some people don't know anything about that. They just want to buy it. Just, you know, that's why they spend that money, to make sure that you did that. And for them to do that, it really hurt me was a backer, and even to back them up for all these years, to be like, yeah, they are promising, and no. So obviously, Chinese company, there's going to be, even though you got great specs and stuff, there's going to be issues where if you don't have everything to run a game, it's not going to run it, you know. And I'm a guy that, you know, I love Intel and Nvidia, but I never was the guy to base off myself to play off an Intel GPU, because it's just, it wasn't meant for gaming. It wasn't. So maybe some light, but it wasn't. And I'm surprised this thing is even, you know, delivering around 90%, 95%. But that's my thoughts on it, about that. You know, the battery life, I mean, the battery life is awesome. Like, straight up 8 hours I saw without gaming. Like, and I hope that wasn't a lie, but it was like right there, 8 hours, 12 hours I saw online. And so far it wasn't lying. But once it gets to that gaming, it goes to an hour, 2 hours, depending on what kind of game you're playing. And I'm watching the games I'm playing and seeing how it reacts. Like, this one is an older title, one of my favorites. And fans, you know, they blow, but they don't blow as loud or as fast, because it's not a demanding title. Then you go to like the Xbox era, where I'm going to put a Star Wars game up, Star Wars Unleashed, and that blow a little bit faster than this, but I can see that it doesn't really get hot, and it's not a high demanding game, even though it still looks sick and awesome. The graphics still look good on a PC. Then you got games like Mortal Kombat 11, you know. So yeah, bear with me, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. And you know, I really wished that they, number one, I put it in all my other videos, front speakers, so you can hear it. It sucks that I can't do my video and you got the speakers at the bottom. Number two, they put the headphone jack at the bottom, you know, but you're playing it on your, you know, what if you want to lay on the bed and you're playing it, and that's what I do. It's uncomfortable. It's like it's stabbing me. Like I'm getting murdered by my GPD Win. How did I die? Because I got stabbed by the headphone jack right here. Like, it's ridiculous. But overall, it's a great device. I just wish that the price was lower. You know, that they actually didn't pull it out the ass that this thing is so powerful, that it's super cool. Come on, be real. It would have been okay. We still would have paid for it anyway. You just would have been we just would have been aware what we're getting. You know, you can't sit there and do that to people. It's wrong. You know, and I love GPD's devices, I do, but I'm not going to spend. It's the first time I spend a lot of money on a device. I'm a gamer. I build PCs. I know my way around parts. So it really disappoints me that I spend so much money on something that could have been like super half, and I still could have been enjoying my game. Now, like I said, the only reason why I got this in the Win series was because I'm a guy that likes to play my games, old school and new games, on the go. And that's another subject too. I only walked in public once, and believe me, I got a lot of response. Oh, is that an Xbox? A portable Xbox? One guy told me that. I was like, oh, okay, I get it because of the dedicated controllers. But I'm like, dude, do you see an X or anything like that? What the heck? Xbox. And here's the thing. Of course, 512 gigabytes is not enough to put games on there. So obviously, I'm carrying my hard drive, and I got a satchel back. I got a satchel backpack, like, you know, put it around my chest. So I have to put That, and I have a long cord. It's a long cord to go to my hard drive. So, and you can notice the fan. Okay, that's a USB fan. Because when it goes in there, it gets hot. You know, and even then, how is that? I got to carry this with the backpack with the hard drive in it so I can walk around and play it. Does that make any sense? So, and I get it, but I mean, dang, GPD, if you're making a portable device and you're saying that it's for gaming, like, you got to put more room or options for more room. There's no way anyone can download a bunch of, like, you got to have at least more than 10 games. And I look weird holding a device that's basically a laptop that's running on battery, going super high when I'm gaming, and I have a little satchel backpack with my hard drive in it, and the hard drive gets hot because there's no air, and the fan, it does its work, but it's not getting air either. It needs air outtake, so the backpack is covering it, and it ain't gonna blow as much as it's supposed to. So that's another one. I saw somebody said in my comments, I think, that can you watch yourself in public with it? And to be honest, yes, I can. But if it was just the system, like no cords, just the system, I would have been okay with it, because I had the Razer Edge Pro, dude. Guys, I hope I can find some old videos with. I used to go in the mall with that at work, and that thing was huge. It was a tablet with the controller you attached to it. And I had the same hard drive, not this, but the same brand, same size, and I had to tape it in the back of the Razer. And it was heavy. It was heavy. Cool, 10-inch tablet. I'm playing GameCube, PS2, and all my PC games, and I got attention like out the ass. And it was cool. But the reason I let that item go was because it was heavy and it was cramping my hands. It didn't have an HDMI port. That kind of disappointed me. But it was the first handheld PC that I played that had a dedicated NVIDIA card in it, and it was 2 gig. And that was close to emulation. Like PS2, GameCube, it was around 50 frames per second for GameCube most of the time. But you had to do some tweaking too, but not that much tweaking. You just had to tweak the GPU, not all that crap they're saying. So I've been trying to find my way around portable gaming PC, and I thought this was the answer. And so far, I'm still gathering my thoughts about it, because I'm still playing games, I'm still testing. But so far, it's doing okay. So far. But obviously, and the number one other thing that's awesome, that still is awesome, is the Thunderbolt. That's cool, okay? That's cool, but you gotta buy a eGPU. That's gonna be around $200 to $300 if you can find one, and then you gotta buy a video card. So think about the price. It's just crazy. So sorry guys, the video took too long. If you did watch it, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate it. I'm still figuring out if this is 100% for me. So far it is. So I'm still giving it hope. So far it is. I'm gonna keep making updates on this. If you have any recommendation or any other games that I have or I can test, I will be doing Dolphin soon. That is still a maybe, because you know how Nintendo is with video in their games, copyright, all that crap. So and I totally forgot about that. I have some old videos that I did, and I didn't get talked to yet, but we will see. So thank you guys. Like I said, subscribe, comment if you have any questions or any suggestions. Thank you.